So our next speaker is going to be Carolina Villarroel of the University of Houston.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity to present about our program. My name is Carolina Villarroel. I'm the Director of Research of the Recovering the U.S. Hispanic Literary Heritage Program located at the University of Houston. The program was founded in 1991 to locate, preserve, and make available all the written legacy of Latinas and Latinos in the U.S. since colonial times until 1980. Throughout the years, we have compiled a comprehensive bibliography of book, pamphlets, manuscript, ephemera, and produced by Latinas and Latinos. And the holdings includes thousands of original books, like I said, manuscripts, historical newspapers, photographs, authority list, metadata, and personal papers. We have created a master bibliography with more than 20,000 records that includes the same poetry, historical documents, cookbooks, newspapers. We have also compiled an extensive collection of newspapers. Our holdings include around 1,400 newspapers, from anarchist newspapers to feminist newspapers, newspapers about immigration, etc. Including the first newspaper published in New Orleans in 1808, and the first newspaper published in Texas, La Gaceta de Texas, in 1813, to Feminismo Internacional, published in the 1920s in New York, and La Crónica, published in Laredo, Texas, by the Idar family. We have also indexed some of these newspapers, creating metadata at an item level. The metadata includes detailed information about the author, the creation of subject headings in English and Spanish, the language in which the article was published, ethnicity of the author, and we also have digitized in-house books and collections, archival collections. So some of the collections includes Maria Cristina Mena, a Mexican writing in New York in the 1800s, who was also friends with D.H. Lawrence. Candy Torres, who was one of the first engineers, Latina engineers working at NASA. And the collection includes her immigration of her family to New York, and later on the documentation of that immigration, and then her personal story. We also include the manuscripts of Leonor Villegas de Magnon, and this collection also includes photographs, ledgers, correspondence with generals from the revolution. We also have collections about religious thought in the United States related to the Latino community, including sermons and information and historical information about different denominations, and specific episodes in the history related to religion, as the Cristero War in Mexico. We also collect information and collections about civil rights, including the Alonso Perales collection, who was the founder of LULAC. So we are in need of a digital repository that will allow us to cross-reference through our collections, and that will also allow our different members on our team not only to access and be able to search through the collections, but also to be able to input information and descriptions and create keywords. So we are interested in Clowder because we have seen it work, and how it works with our colleagues at Chicana por Mi Raza. And we hope that we can get more information and learn more about Clowder and how it can help us to solve this problem of cross-reference through our collections. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Carolina, for that overview. It's clear you have an amazing set of resources there at your disposal.
I have one for Carolina.
Okay.
So thank you, Carolina, for sharing your use case with us. You obviously have a really rich data set, and I was wondering, in the curation kind of pipeline, are you looking to use Clowder kind of as a way to take that very rich data and metadata around it and publish it, or also as a way to help with the curation? So I'm wondering, right, I imagine there's a lot of researchers that are working with a lot of these materials. So is that an ongoing effort? And is there an interest also in looking at ways in which Clowder could be used for that aspect? So, you know, is it most for the publishing aspect or also for the curation aspect?
Yeah, thank you for your question, Luigi. As both, this is an ongoing project. We've been around for 20 years already, 30 years already doing research. So we continue adding more information, adding more collections, adding more data into the system. But as you imagine, and as I said in the presentation before, we have these sets of data in different places. So it's not very convenient for us internally to be able to access these collections, and especially now that we're, everybody working from home. I've seen that how this work with our wonderful colleagues at Chicana por Mi Raza, that they're able to access the archive from everywhere and provide access to students and people to continue working on the collections. But as well, we would like to, as they do, to be able to publish some of the collections in like kind of exhibits, curated exhibits within the system. And I understand that is possible too. So we're very excited actually about Clowder. So I'm looking forward for the presentation tomorrow.
Great, thank you. Yes, and we also look forward to see what we can do together.
Thank you.